no? Allora, mi sto riconnettendo. Dovrebbe andare, no? Allora, non mi vedo in live. Ma sono in live? Qua mi dice di sì. Aspetta, chiudo il Twitch e riapro. Oh.
Something just appeared. Some kind of...
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourselves worthy of inheriting at the end of each...
With scusatemi, ma... Ok, ricomincia da quando troviamo la chiave.
This, it is said that... Huh? You hear a few strange noises.
Huh? What's going on?
For the sake of But
Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right. Sorry.
Suddenly, you hear the sound of footsteps.
There's someone...
Wait.
Okay.
You recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now covets the treasure for...
Oh, so this is just... Well, if we...
Judging by the way he...
Retreat! That's not...
Your choice is noted.
You got it!
Well then.
Ok, iniziamo. Da qua. Ci eravamo bloccati. Sì, uso solo Chlorind.
Hunt them down!
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Your strike is successful.
Ha! You're facing a veteran Marechaussee hunter. Is he still standing? Goodness, he sure has a lot of HP.
Già vinto. Ok.
Is it over? Can we open our eyes now?
The enemy is strong and relentless, but the battle is nearing its end.
What about now?
Final strike. Ha!
Well, did we get him?
Perché Chlorind non risponde?
Glorian?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display of courage, the four of you successfully defeat the That look in his eyes. It's like he became an entirely different person as soon as I defeated him.
Huh? Mr. Florian? Oh, wait. We're supposed to be role-playing. Speak your name, guard. Why did you lead us here just to betray us? Is this treasure really more important to you than bringing peace to the...
What kingdom? What peace? Those were nothing but... I, Florian, am a true Marechaussee hunter, descended from hunters of ages past.
So he's also using his real name. Or, wait, was that the name of his character?
Then I'm even more confused. If you truly are a Marechaussee hunter, shouldn't you want to help us just like you said before?
What do you know? In this day and age, there's no glory to be had as a Marechaussee.
What's that supposed to mean?
My skills were passed down to me by my father. We lived a life of obscurity in the remote wilderness. Still, he devoted everything he had to... And what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. In a world that forgot all about him. When he died, not a single person... The Marechaussee hunters were the ones who saved this city. We're heroes! We deserved more recognition and respect than this.
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunters and their legacy? I didn't expect the script to... So that's why you want to take the treasure for yourself? You feel like you're owed fame and wealth?
If you already knew where the treasure was located, why didn't you just come down here and take it?
Because I still needed the final key.
Only a true Marechaussee hunter is capable of passing through this final door. As someone who sought to hurt others for his own gain, Florian lost that right long ago.
Okay, but what is this treasure anyway? We've got all the keys, right? So...
You're sure you want to go in?
We've been talking about it for so long. Of course we want to see what's inside. And we've already defeated Florian, right? So he won't try to take it from...
Pesky brats.
Watch yourself.
Then let's open the door together.
All right. Your choice of action is confirmed.
Chlorind estrae la chiave ottenuta e cammina verso la grande porta. Senza farsi vedere da nessuno, prende la sua chiave e la unisce alle altre, creando quella finale necessaria per aprire quella serratura. Ok.
Before you, the door to the treasure, sealed and undisturbed for more than 100. You hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years of disuse. Almost like a sleeping giant letting out an extended yawn.
Ah, it's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside! Ooh, me too!
Ok. Ok.
Ugh, uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part of adventuring.
A stone tablet? And some shabby weapons?
You call this a treasure vault? Looks more like an abandoned warehouse!
Maybe the troop ran out of budget at the end?
They provided a super immersive experience at the beginning only to drop the ball at the most important part? They could have at least filled this place with cardboard Mora or something!
Wait, I get it now. Paimon, this is the real Marasho.
Huh?
This is it? The Marashose Hunter treasure is just a stone slab and some broken swords?
Whoa, are you okay?
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. If the rest of you wish to follow suit,
Devo allontanarmi.
So, how are you doing?
What just happened?
Do you remember how you got here? Or what happened to your body just now?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Huh? How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept an eye out. I've already dismantled the whole thing.
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It would seem your skills as a Marashose hunter...
I deserve some answers, don't you think? Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth. Luckily, your monologue was dramatic enough to convince my friends you were just role-playing.
I don't know. I just always felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. Something agitated and angry. Who knows? Maybe it was my own anger all along. The feelings about my father and the other Marashose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry, bitter that no one remembered them or praised their accomplishments. I don't know when it started, but at some point, my anger came to completely consume me. At that point, I remembered the legend my father used to tell me. The one about the treasure.
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why plant all those explosives? Wouldn't they just destroy the treasure and bury...
I can't remember. My head is a mess. It felt like there was this voice telling me to...
From your description, I suspect you were dealing with a devorator.
Devorator?
Oh, your master... your father, I mean. Never talked about it? It was a kind of...
No, I've heard of it. I'm just not sure why you suddenly... Wait, it can't be. The seal!
The seal?
My family has served as Marashose hunters for many generations. But the title and swordsmanship weren't the only things passed down over... My father instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly. He said it had been passed down over a truly ancient age, and protecting it was our clan's most important duty. But I neglected that duty after he died. I finally decided to come down and check on it one day, and that's where my memories become...
The devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being, even ones as capable as the hunters. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption. In light of this, some Marashose hunters chose to seal the Devorator away.
I heard it has the power to amplify the obsessions and desires in people's hearts, to the point where they overtake you entirely. It would seem I'm not just lacking in skill with a blade, but in mental fortitude as well.
And yet, you were able to retrieve 3 of the 4 keys. If I remember correctly, each was entrusted to a respected and capable hunter. How did you manage it?
One of them belonged to my father. The second I stole from a different hunter. And the third was one that I snatched while the person was on the way home from the tavern. I nearly died in that alley. I know just how strong you are. It's as clear as day to everyone in Fontaine. I observed you from dusk to dawn, but could never find any opportunity to sneak up on you. The only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you here using your hobby, and then... Oh, I get it now. That
I won't comment on anything else.
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marashose hunters, and how they came to be forgotten.
It's more than just a story.
Huh?
You're proud to be a hunter. You're still holding onto that part of yourself.
I have done so many despicable things. I have nothing to be proud of.
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in your story.
Huh?
Isn't he the true antagonist? The one who sought nothing but his own gain, and used the people as pawns to attain it? In your heart of hearts...
But I've already tainted my sword. I no longer have any right to...
Wake up, Florian. Remember how you introduced yourself earlier. Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to be loved and acknowledged by the people? What did your father teach you about our order? You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve. There's nothing special about a blade. It's the intentions of the wielder that matter. Do you still not understand? Even after seeing the treasure for yourself? The contents of that room, they represent the true legacy the hunt...
You're right. I am a Marashose hunter. It's time for me to redeem, no, to finally serve the people I vowed to protect all along.
I wouldn't be so quick to push aside the need for redemption.
I know. That's a charge I won't bother to defend myself against.
Good. Then, come with me. And help me see the script through to the end.
Huh? See the script through to the end? But there's...
Never finished it, huh?
No, I mean, I wrote the script with the sole purpose of luring you all here. There was no reason to write beyond this point.
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil sorcerer still needs to be defeated.
You mean the Devorator? Are you saying I have to make up the rest of...
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it. Surely you can write an ending where the hunters win and justice prevails. I'll be there to help you too.
You aren't afraid your party will fall into danger?
I know what my friends are capable of, and they're all quite skilled. Besides, I need their help.
Then, are you going to tell them the truth about all...
I don't intend to spoil the fun. Sometimes, protecting dreams and fantasies is more important than exposing the truth.
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My fellow Marashose hunters, please forgive me, for I have sinned.
Tone it down.
Sorry.
After crossing swords with you and witnessing your courage in battle, I've rediscovered my true self and regained my pride as a Marashose hunter.
Oh, do I smell a redemption arc?
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer. He asked me to lure you here so he could bury you in this cave.
That little... you, but the evil sorcerer?
That's right. He's adept at manipulating the hearts and minds of the people. I fell under his influence because I did not possess a
And how are you going to prove that you're a changed man? We're not going to fall for the same trap.
To be perfectly honest, I only came to my senses after seeing the treasure. It reminded me of my father's past. The treasure was actually...
The names of all the Marashose hunters from ages past and their weapons?
Wait, you already know?
Of course. Don't underestimate a veteran role player's exploration skills. Oh, wait, I mean, Marashose...
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. For example, she inherited the responsibilities of the Golden Hunter and passed judgment on many people. But in private, she had a very easygoing personality. Her favorite
So, she was just like you.
Oh, you really think so?
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I also have a few things in common with this Walt. Working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number of tricks to confound his enemies in battle. Oh, if only I could have seen the feats of magic he pulled.
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments. How could they have all been forgotten?
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters that only appear in the shadows, you must also operate in the dark. To be a Marashose hunter is to willingly give up on...
Then this stone tablet must have been left behind by their companion.
That's right. Few Marashose hunters ever revealed their identity to the public. They always protected the city from the shadows. The only time they spoke of their accomplishments would be at night, when they gathered with their fellow hunters in front of the bonfire to share stories of the monsters slain by their hand.
So, this tablet was created not so that the hunters would be remembered by the people. No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet in solemn silence. The names of your comrades etched onto its surface, the tablet proves that, although a hunter walks a shrouded path, it is not a solitary one. Their legacies shall continue to be passed down from generation to generation, as everlasting as the stone onto which their...
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if I ever became lost. So this is what you wanted me to find.
Voglio crederti, Florian. Voglio usare cognizione su di lui. No, dai, credi.
Thank you, my friend. You are very kind. I implore you, everyone, please give me a chance to make up for all I've done. Allow me to fight alongside you and defeat the evil sorcerer that threatens the peace and prosperity of everyone in this kingdom.
Well, I say we let you join.
Sounds good to me too. Everyone makes mistakes. Look,
I have no objections, but... Mr. Florian, do you even know how to defeat the...
When he took over my mind, I gained some insight into his thoughts. Every time I thought of the treasure.
huh? He's afraid of the treasure? But there's nothing here except...
What if the secret's hidden inside these weapons? GM, permission to investigate.
At first glance, the weapons appear absolutely ordinary. But as you observe them, you notice a faint energy emanating from within.
Quindi non c'entra niente con l'arma del treasure.
These blades have slain countless monsters. Though it's been a long time since they were used in battle, their edges remain sharp,
No, adesso mi viene il...
as if they're simply waiting for the next worthy hunter to carry on their legacy.
So basically, take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est. Maybe it'll find comfort in being held by someone who appreciates the arts.
Ah, good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Benvenuto, benvenuta. Grazie del follow, grazie mille. Come
Heimer's
va?
gonna pick a cool weapon too!
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being. It's a feeling of courage,
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil sorcerer?
I was able to see his surroundings when our minds were connected. I believe he's currently hiding out at the church in the kingdom. We must be extremely careful. He's spent so long living among monsters that he's...
Then why don't we explore some more and try to find some higher level gear? We don't want to just fight him and lose, right?
Buongiorno, buongiorno. Come va? No, no cobra. Bel nickname, bello lungo. Sei uno streamer anche tu, sei uno spettatore, sei un giocatore o giocatrice, non lo so. Che mi racconti di bello? Parlami un po' di te.
No, we have to strike now. He was greatly weakened when I managed to break out of his control. If we let him rest, he might have time to escape.
Di Genshin?
I agree with Mr. Florian.
Giocatore
We've
di
got to act
Genshin?
while we have the advantage. Don't forget, the people of the capital are counting on us.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting. The longer this drags on, the worse it will be for everybody.
Yes, yes,
Buono, quindi ti
that's what's
piacciono
called...
questi generi di giochi. Io adesso qua sto finendo la storia di Clorind. Carino, tipo stile Dungeon and Dragon. Prendere l'iniziativa, cogliere l'avversario di sorpresa.
Yes, that's exactly...
All right, you've persuaded Paimon.
Mr. Florian, please, lead...
Of course. Follow me.
Per forza.
He had to set up so many scenes today, and now he has to join in for this last part. I really don't envy his...
Finally, you decide to
Sì,
slay
sì,
the evil
carina,
sorcerer
carina, mi sta
and
piacendo
bring
anche a me
peace
molto.
back to the kingdom once
Ho
and
già
for
fatto
all.
quella di Daislef. Basta, poi credo che poi aspetterò gli eventi.
As you walk
quindi-
away, you feel the gaze of the stone tablet at your back, as if all the hunters of the past are wishing you success.
Ok. No, dobbiamo proprio andarcene da qua. Dall'altra parte del mondo. Questa qui? Proprio questa? Sì, dimmi. Se ti serve qualche consiglio sul gioco e riesco ad aiutarti, volentieri.
Finally, you arrive at the church Florian described. As you approach, an ominous aura surrounds you. You get the sense that your enemy...
How strange. This uneasy feeling seems so real.
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go.
Ok, andiamo.
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. You've already been corrupted by the Devorator once. It could easily re-enter your mind and take control of your I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this close. If it corrupts you again, it's possible you might take on a new form entirely.
Ma come 26 ore? Impossibile. Perché 26 ore? Cioè, non ti nascondo che ho visto che ci sono le 200 resine, però in teoria si sono sempre ricaricate in 24 ore. 26 ore, non lo so, sai, ancora io non le ho usate tutte le 200 resine, sono sincera, non ne ho avuto il tempo. Però sì, tanto tempo, 26 ore, hanno aggiunto quelle 2 ore in più che non avrebbero senso. Che poi alla fine se ne parla solo di 40 in più. Boh, non ti so dire, sai, non so risponderti a questa domanda perché non ha senso comunque se è così. Dovevano lasciare
That's exactly
le
why
24
I
ore,
have to go.
secondo me.
Why I should be at the very front.
Però poi farò qualche dominio, qualche boss perché comunque poi mi servirà. E solo una ogni 8 minuti, 8 per 1600, 1600 in ore sono 26 ore. Ah, quindi non hanno neanche ridotto le tempistiche, ogni 8 minuti una resina. Guarda, magari si sono sbagliati, mi auguro. Magari poi la vanno a correggere questa cosa. Il tempo è lo stesso. Eh sì, sì. Allora hanno sbagliato. Hanno sbagliato. A meno che non è sempre stato così e uno non se n'è mai reso conto.
You mean...
Yes. I intend to lure it into my body.
That's too risky. If things get out of hand, I might have to kill you. Do you understand how dangerous this is?
I understand, but if I do this, you'll have a clear and visible target. The Devorator will have a
Guarda, non
hard
posso
time
neanche
passing up a
dirti se
chance to
vuoi
enter a
fare
body
un
it
po' di
knows how to
cooperativa
control.
dopo, perché penso
You won't
che
have to
la
worry
finirò
about any
giusta
of your
giusta
friends being
questa
taken
story
over.
quest. No, un po' più di... Ok, ok. Non ci ho mai fatto caso. E adesso 26 ore. È tanto, effettivamente. È tanto.
You're not
Questo
like
si
me,
sta
Miss Clorand.
sacrificando, no?
You're a just and powerful Marashose hunter. The monster broke free due to my error. It's only right that I shoulder the responsibility for its This is something that I have to consider it a duel to restore my honor. My only request is that you give it your all.
Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request for a duel, and extend to you my most sincere regards.
Thank you.
The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble under the blade of the Marashose hunters.
Io mi racconto anche le cose. Le cose servono sempre. C'è qui dentro. E infatti. E sti cavoli. Penso sia tutta cinematica, no?
So lifelike.
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure. The power to defeat it in your own two hands.
The treasure? You mean... the names. It's the Marashose hunters' names.
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marashose Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Est, the Marashose hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Petronia, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength.
We have come to answer your summons. And so, the monsters were eradicated, and the sorcerer was defeated. Peace soon returned to the capital. Those in the court, manipulated by the sorcerer, also recognized the errors of their ways.
Bella, sì.
Some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but
all'interno delle
others simply
storie, sì.
continued their lives none
Sì,
the
sì.
wiser. Such is the story of the Marechaussee Hunters. They pursue the phantoms in the darkness. They will always protect the city and those within it, even should all memory of their accomplishments be forgotten by the very people they serve.
I'm assuming we finally
Yes, you've reached one of the better endings.
It's a pretty solid story overall. I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first, but the further we got into it, the more impressed at that final battle, especially. All the effects were super
Oh, right. Yeah.
Ah, that's a really good point. I never expected the weapons we picked up from that.
Yeah, mine nearly scared the daylights out of me when it started glowing. I took a good look at it after we got out, but oh, we should probably give these props back, right? I'll just leave mine here.
Did you have a good time?
Of course. Let me know if another script like
Sure, no problem.
then I'll head back for now.
Quello è rimasto a terra,
I think I
poverino.
need some time to fully digest. Once Mr. Florian is awake,
Quelli di Final
please
Fantasy,
pass on my
no,
regards to him.
pupazzini.
He must be extremely exhausted to have passed out cold.
You're right. He's had a lot to deal with.
Well, see you all some other time. Toodaloo!
Ciao ciao.
Okay, so, can I ask now,
I think it should be fine, yeah.
what in the world was going on back there?
So you saw through all of that?
That time in the cave when you told us to close our eyes, it'd be weirder if we didn't notice anything.
I was dying of curiosity the entire time. I mean, you did a pretty bang-up job of pretending nothing had gone wrong.
Guess none of us wanted to be the one to break the illusion.
What are you all talking about?
Sì, che succede? Anch'io sono stata al gioco.
Oh, wait. Don't tell me you never... Ugh, this is all my fault. It's not too late to cover your...
Bit late for that, don't you?
You're saying everything that happened back there wasn't actually part of the script?
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real scripted story to begin with.
What?
So loud. My...
Hey, you! Get up right now and explain yourself!
No shaking, please!
Poverino. Florian spiega tutto ai presenti.
Did Paimon just hear that right? You guys made up that whole last part on the spot? It's not nice to lie to people, but Paimon's got to admit that was a really good story, Florian. Oh, and nice improvisation!
Yeah, it was like watching a magician improvise a spectacular magic trick after forgetting an important prop.
If Paimon knew something was wrong with that vault, she would have floated straight in the opposite direction.
Everything was under control.
As if you've ever described a situation as being out of control. I'm pretty sure any situation you consider to be...
Guess I'm just used to it.
You must run into a lot of unexpected situations then.
As for you, Florian,
I know there's no excuse for what I did. I'll turn myself into the guards at once, confess my crimes, and accept any punishment.
I would say you've already suffered more than enough.
What?
You may have been blinded by fame and fortune in the beginning, but your actions during the final battle had proven you to be a true Marechaussee hunter. You'll be far more used to the city above ground than below. Your job as a hunter is more important.
But...
Of course, you'll still need to take the keys and pay a personal visit to the two hunters you wronged. Prepare to accept any terms they give you as well.
yes.
As far as I'm concerned, though, your showing in the duel was enough to prove your...
Then I'll do exactly as you said. I'll thank you so much, everyone. I'll do my best to prove myself worthy of the second chance you've given me. I advice. Until we meet again, everyone.
Poco dopo Flo è uscita anche voi dai sotterranei.
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should we do about the treasure in that...
Leave it be.
Are you sure? We could show it to people, make it so that the hunters are remembered.
No. Every name on that tablet made the same choice. I am no exception. My identity as a Marashose hunter is not something I need people to remember.
That's certainly very different from the path of a magician. Still, I admire your...
Wait, Paimon just remembered something. If there were no special effects involved, why did our weapons begin to glow during the battle?
That's because the Marashose hunters of ages past would often imbue their weapons with special enchantments to suppress the monsters. Whenever a monster was nearby,
Oh, so that's why they had an effect on that guy near the end. I really thought the summons were doing...
well, I'm sure the summons were a part of it too.
Oh? How so?
This particular Devorator probably hailed from the same era as the hunters we saw in the room. The names you recited all belonged to the bravest hunters. Countless monsters fell to their blades. That's likely why the Devorator visibly reacted when you said them out loud.
So the names held the power all along.
Navia, everything you said during your
Huh? Oh, I meant what I said. I mean, it was true to my character, so yeah. I'm glad you heard it.
I really appreciated those words.
All right. Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. I'm going to go on ahead.
She ran off.
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly incredible. I might have to spend the whole night telling my siblings all of... Goodbye.
Traveler, should your name and deeds be forgotten, what do you think the significance of your journey will be?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create. There's still value in the time I shared with everyone here, in the things we were able to accomplish, even if no one remembers them.
A great answer. I'll remember it.
E per te, Clorinda, quale sarebbe la tua
Me?
risposta?
The Marashose hunter says nothing in response to that question. Perhaps her answer lies in her silence. An unspoken vow left to echo through the night.
Finita. Carina la storia, dai, mi è piaciuta. Anche lo stile che ha usato. Bello, dai. La spilla? No, l'album cacciatore. Ho vinto. Ok. Allora, la live è finita. Cioè, io l'avevo detto che avremmo finito. Avremmo finito proprio così. La live con la storia, ecco, insomma. Allora, la prossima volta farei le pull. Magari adesso fuori live mi faccio un po' di missioni, eccetera. E niente. Facciamo un bel ride. Ah, c'è tanto pubblico, direi, oggi. Grazie mille, grazie comunque a tutti voi. Allora, vediamo un po' a chi fare questo grande ride.
The world
Allora,
remains
aspetta,
constant
vediamo
over the centuries,
chi
but
c'è.
human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Non lo so, aiuto. Possiamo farlo. C'è Venom, ma possiamo provare. Ah sì, andiamo da Venom. Sta facendo 4 chiacchiere però. Allora, aspetta che qua devo copiare il nome. Come si fa? Aspetta, mi metto in primo piano, lo faccio dal computer, va? Allora. Grazie comunque ragazzi, se vi interessa comunque aggiungermi anche nei social, Instagram, YouTube, Telegram, fatelo, trovate le informazioni. Fatto tu? Perfetto, trovate tutte le informazioni su Twitch e ci possiamo sentire anche lì, anche se avete bisogno di aiuto o altro. Ok, copiatevi anche il mio ID se volete giocare insieme e noi comunque ci vediamo, ce la posso fare, la prossima. Grazie mille ragazzi, una buona giornata e statemi bene. Ciao carissimi, alla prossima!